If you weren't born in wedlock, you ain't getting no throne, man. And so he was born out of wedlock, he couldn't be the king of Earth. They basically showing you that it was another planet, and this was going on their planet. They had an ozone layer, and the ozone layer was getting bigger and bigger, and they know if that ozone layer don't get fixed, the whole planet gonna get destroyed. For you to know that, for you to know that, they will never talk to you, man. They will never talk to you, man. They ain't gonna tell you that shit.
Ancient OG, carved in stone, from Philly bricks to thrones, unknown. 808s beat like war drums bang. Old soul talk, let the gods explain. Ancient OG, bloodline strong. Been here before the right and wrong. From past to now, I still remain. Ancient OG in the hook, remember the name.
Yo, shout out to all my haters out there. Without y'all, I wouldn't even exist, man. Y'all making me strong. Y'all making me great. I mean, y'all biting my style. Y'all trying to do everything I do. And I ain't even got $1 million yet. You know what I'm saying? All the night entertainers out here like Jay-Z and all these great people out here, if they want to copy me, hey, I'm flattered. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get into the get it back into the ancient tablets, man, because I'm trying to figure out, like, why Alalu, see Alalu, right? Let me see if I got some juice on this, John. Hopefully I got some, yeah, come on, cut him. Alalu, I wonder, see, it's a deity that I told y'all about on some of my videos. Boy was like the first deity who discovered this earth. Because mind you, it was already people here before we was here. So the earth got discovered from the same blood family. Well, I ain't gonna say that because I don't know for sure or who really running the earth now. I don't know if the Anunnaki still running it. I think they is, because it's like either the Anunnaki running it or they got some motherfucking twin. They got family members that did the same. Like, it's like they do the same. Like history repeat itself. So it's like now they family doing the same thing. It's like the government doing the same thing that the Anunnaki was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like history repeats itself, man. Alalu was a bad man. Alalu was a bad month, but he wasn't too. He wanted that throne back so bad. You know what I'm saying? See, the reason why he left his planet, the nigga got overthrown. You know what I mean? And Anu and them came. Anu got a little older, so Anu wanted his spot. You know what I mean? Because the throne really was Anu's, but Anu was too young. You know what I'm saying? He was too young to be king. So when he got of age, now the throne is rightfully his. But what happened was Alalu wasn't trying to get it thrown up. So he put up a fight and shit. So they rumbled for it, and the guy's ass whooped. And then he tried to buck again. So now they like, all right, well, we just gonna kill Bull. So they chase his ass off the planet. They chase his ass off the planet. He ended up jumping in this spaceship and flying the fuck off the planet. He going through, he out of space. I told y'all that the last jump. And then he crashed land here on Earth. He found Earth from running from his planet. Let's see what's going on. See, then I wonder if the Atlanteans.
The problems grew more and more. In time, sages and scholars had been called to investigate what was happening. Some said it had happened before, and on that time it was happening again. That was Nibiru's destiny, they said. Others concluded that a hole had appeared in the atmosphere, and that volcanoes no longer erupted as before, which made the air more tenuous and Nibiru's protective shield considerably reduced.
Oh shit, hold on. They talking about They talking about the atmosphere on the planet. Before Allah came here and discovered Earth, they already had their own big ass planet. And there was a lot of bullshit
Under
going
these
on.
conditions, the sixth king had assumed the throne. Enshar was his name, son of Anshar and Kishar, and his name meant noble master of the Shah. Enshar studied rigorously and looked for an answer in other planets and atmospheres. He gave the planets different names, honoring their ancestors and kings before him. Enshar named the region near the sun the Hammered Bracelet, and announced that the region was protected from intruders by various asteroids.
You already said it, right? So if this tab is, this read from the tab, he's saying that Enshar, I never knew about Enshar. This is my first time hearing about Enshar. I don't know who Enshar is, but he the one discovered the Hammer Bracelet. If y'all know what the Hammer Bracelet is, the Hammer Bracelet is the asteroid belt. If y'all know what the asteroid belt is all them. It was a planet that exploded, right? And now all these fucking rocks floating in the air. You know what I'm saying? And around a certain area between Mars and and Jupiter, it's an area where it's a whole bunch of big ass rocks just floating around, as if like a planet exploded and there's pieces of rocks everywhere. Well, it's real big in space, and if you got spacecrafts to fly through, you can see it, you can name it, you can map it, you can do all that shit. And this deity named Enshar was the one who named that shit the Hammer Bracelet. That's crazy. Well, why the fuck he named it the Hammer Bracelet? Hammer Bracelet. That's so if you take a bracelet and you hammer that shit, bah! That's probably what he did. That shit look like a hammer bracelet. And see, you could tell these deities, right? It's similar to humans because they do shit like we do. They name shit, they see shit, they can see like we see. They just got more technology, but they live beyond they live in the sky. They got cities and planets and shit in the sky. Whereas though, you know what I mean? That's how they operate. We can't do that. We don't get that knowledge. Hey man, where the shit go at? There you go. They keep cutting off. That's one thing about this tablet.
This is Jack. He's
I
an
gotta
entrepreneur,
turn the thing
and
on.
he wants to set up a professional website so
Asteroids. Enshar continued studying, looking for a salvation for the people of Nibiru. But from Shah to Shah, which is 3,000 Earth years each, the whole grew
years
more and more.
as a Shah.
The scholars on their councils discussed what to do, but there seemed to be no solution.
They live so long, right? They live so long. You already know how we describe the angels and gods. They live long period. Even the prophets live thousands of years. But these deities right here, you know what I mean, who created the prophets, they live Ashar's 3,000 years. Damn. That's a long time, man. Ashar is like a day to them. Come on back, baby.
Someone had pronounced the idea to try artificially stimulate volcanoes to produce new eruptions to resolve the hole in the atmosphere. Nevertheless, on Enshar's reign, the hole only grew. It felt like some kind of curse. The rains did not occur, the winds blew stronger, and the springs did not emerge. As his first wife, Enshar's half-sister and Queen Ninsha did not bear any children. Then by a concubine of Enshar, a son was born. The firstborn son he was. By Ninsha first wife and half-sister, a son was not brought forth. By the law of succession, the concubine's son the throne ascended. The seventh to reign he was. Du-Uru was his royal.
See, they don't go by like, they go by bloodline. If you have a baby out of wedlock, excuse me. If you have a baby out of wedlock, then that means the baby ain't gonna have the throne. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what they saying, man. I got to stop stopping it because now all I'm stopping it. Why is it? Damn. Let me see. Hold it like this. My fault, y'all. Trying to get this joint together here. It's act like it don't want to play. Come on. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, so now something is wrong with my internet service. Yeah. Ain't that a blip? So something wrong with my internet service on this John. Wi-Fi. I pay for this every month, so it should be cool. Let me see. Networks. Nah, this some nut shit, man. Damn, man, they fucked John. That's some. Alright, y'all. Well, look, man. My John ain't working, so I'm gonna have to restart this John. But yeah, if you weren't born in wedlock, you ain't getting no throne, man. That's why Inky was all fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because Inky really supposed to have been the king of Earth, but being as though he was born out of wedlock, he couldn't be the king of Earth. You know what I'm saying? His brother got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why in this tick they basically showing you that it was another planet, and this what was going on their planet. So they had atmosphere problems. They had an ozone layer. You know what I'm saying? And the ozone layer was getting bigger and bigger. And they know if that ozone layer don't get fixed, their whole planet gonna get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? How did they know that? Beats me. You know what I'm saying? Because for you to know that, you was a bad motherfucker. For you to know that, you know what I'm saying? You know how to fix ozone layers. You don't know it's an ozone layer here on Earth? And somebody monitors the ozone layer and fixes it. You know that, right? But the person who fixed the ozone layer and monitor it, you will never meet. They'll never meet you. You immortals. You immortal beings. They will never meet you. The astronauts and people who work on ozone layers and study the atmosphere and know when comets coming in, they will never talk to you, man. They will never talk to you, man. They ain't gonna tell you that shit. And then they held secret, like they like held to secrecy with that kind of shit, man. Let's see if this tablet ain't even rocking, bro. Damn, tablet ain't rocking. So next time I come over, I'll make sure my tablet rocking. For some reason, it's not rocking. I don't know why. It's not good. And it messed my vibe up, man. Cause I could just do reactions all motherfucking day, man. But yeah, it's a little 10-minute vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna finish talking about it because, like, most of the time, I like looking at stuff, but maybe I can go off my head and talk about some shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you know how to fix an ozone layer, who the fuck is you? Like, you got to be to be able to fix an ozone layer. God damn, you fixing ozone layers? Most people don't even know what an ozone layer is. Like, what the fuck is an ozone layer? Niggas don't know what that is. You gonna walk up and talk to somebody about an ozone layer. Nigga be like, what? Ozone layer? Nigga, I'm trying to buy this half a brick. You talking about the ozone layer. I'm trying to get this half a brick and get this money, nigga. You stuck in the stars. Y'all how they gonna look at me. I used to be in the hood when I was coming up, man. You know, I used to be in the hood and we smoke our little weed and shit. I just start talking about some deep shit. I'll go left on you in a minute, man. I will go left on you in a minute, start talking about some deep shit. And you be like, what the fuck? Next thing you know, I'm debating with niggas over shit. You feel me? Like, I really was, like, read those books, man, the encyclopedias when I was living in my grandma's house back in the day when I was younger. She had a encyclopedia. I used to read that shit, bro. So, I don't know. My mind always been fascinated with, because I really believe that it's more than life than this. Like, it's more than life than this, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember Jay-Z said, this can't be life. This can't be us. It got to be more. You know what I mean? It's like, it's got to be more to this shit, bro. Like, and it is. It's a lot of different layers of this shit, man. Of life. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of different worlds in one world. You got people in the drug world, they just drug dealers. All they know is drug dealers. Their friends is drug dealers. How they move, they swag, everything about them is just drug dealing. You got some dudes over here, it's just legal business. They friends got legal businesses that all they talk about is legal businesses. You got dudes over here that's working citizens. You got dudes that just work. You got some poor people that's poor but is living and they amongst themselves. Everybody got their own ranks. Allah tell you this in the Quran. He say everything is ranked. He ranked. He say, you think that he's going to treat a believer the same as a non-believer? See what I'm saying? So Allah even judge you. Allah treats you by your rank, your ranking in life. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be stuck in one place. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out in the stars with it, bro. Like, know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on out here, man, that we just don't know, man. It's more to this shit. This is like you know how you go to a zoo? You see the animals there, but they try to make a little zoo swag for them. They try to get them their little grass, try to give them their little, rocks and make it look like they out in the wilderness, but they really not. They really like in the cage, and we all can see them and go in there. You feel me? America is a zoo for the African Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? For human beings, period, man. Even white people, man. You know what I mean? Because we can't just, I ain't racist, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to say, this is a zoo for citizens, man. For all the citizens, for all the, you know what I mean? Because we're being watched. You know what I mean? We being watched. You know, like, you ever watched the Wild Discovery Channel? Bro, I'm going to tell you, man. Now we about to go somewhere else with it. And my phone about to die, so I'm going to have to cut my car on. See, man, I don't like my battery being drained, man. I'm gonna have to turn the little joint on so I can have some battery left. Where's my keys at? I hear them bitches shaking over here. Oh, my keys, y'all. There you go. Alright, so I'm gonna charge this motherfucker on. I'm gonna have to just turn it over real quick. Because if I turn it over... So Wild Discovery... I used to watch Wild Discovery a lot, man. That's how you know we been watched just like them. Because if you look at it, them cameras that they use in Wild Discovery Jones, the cameras they use, man, that shit be so clear, bro. Like you can see a fucking bird from like way the fuck up in the tree. These niggas be miles away zooming in on that shit, bro. How the fuck we seen a bird shit a mile away? How you see that? Cameras, technology, bro. This is why Allah says he's the all-seer. Like, Allah sees everything. So Allah gotta be like in charge of technology. Like, God got to be in charge of technology, bro. Like, the creator of technology. Because when Allah say he sees you, he's the all-seer eye, he see everything, he watch everything you do. That means he got cameras in the sky watching everything everybody do, bro. You know what I mean? You ever see Batman? When Batman was in his little studio, he had a big ass screen, and he all in one big screen was a bunch of little squares, where as though he could push and he tap right into a conversation in any part of the world. With anybody talking, with any location, he can go on his map, whoop, and he can hear everybody talking. You know what I'm saying? This is the all-seer, all-hearer. This is what Allah characteristics is. So if Allah got these characteristics, then he can do the same shit Batman did. He can do the same shit Batman did. You know what I mean? That's technology. That's technology, bro. You know what I mean? So you see in the eye, you'll go to Wild Discovery and you'll go into the jungle and you see how these animals gotta survive, right? You'll see a lake full of crocodiles. You know what I mean? Hungry as a motherfucker. Big teeth like this. Just eyes floating around. They eyes come above the water looking like, yeah, I see this nigga. I'm gonna kill this. Come on, mother. Then you got deers walking around. Now the deer is like the most scariest in the jungle. Like the deers don't bother nobody. They don't hurt nobody. They vegetarians, you know what I'm saying? They don't even eat meat. You know what I mean? You'll never see a deer eating a dead animal. They eat grass. What is the deer doing in the jungle? If I was the leader of the deers, I'd be like, yo, bro, we got to get the out of here. We got to go somewhere where we ain't got to bump into no lions, no bears, nothing that's going to kill us. So, I don't know. I never saw a warrior deer before that can just command power to the other deers, letting them know, look, man, we gonna have to get the phone out of here, man, because all I see is them niggas, they'll walk over to the water and shit, them look around and shit, they be like this. They be like, they be scared as shit. Like, they'll take one sip of water and then start looking all around and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. And then you got that one goofy, it just do. Everybody tell him, yo, it's alligators over there, bro. You don't see the waves in the water? You see the wave in the water? That means something under there moving, bro. Nigga be like, ain't no such thing as no alligator. Go over there, get the slurping on him. Nigga snatch his whole face out and pull him in the water. Do a death roll with him. He grabbed the deer, poured him in the water, and then roll around 30 times straight. Drown this nigga until he drown. He rolling around with him underwater, drowning them, and then just eat them. And then 4, 5, 10 more deers come and they just share this nigga like he was a meal. So when we see things like this, we say, damn, we take life for granted. Like that shit just ain't just happening. Like, oh no, this is TV. No, this is real shit. Somebody really filmed that shit happen. Like, them explorers be right, bro. One thing I like about white people, man. I love white people, man. Y'all do the most exploration. Y'all be exploring shit, bro. They be way in the jungle with tight ass Dickies short sets on and a hat that's knocked the sun out. And they don't be having no guns, no nothing. They be rolling around with alligators and shit and filming. I'm like, what the? The niggas go to a silverback gorilla community and say, but see, one thing I like about, they know what to do. Like, they be like, yo, when the gorillas come, just stay real still. Don't do nothing. Just sit. Don't pay them no mind. And a gorilla came out of nowhere. Came out the tree and shit, like, farting and shit. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing. The niggas, they were just standing there still and something like this. And the gorillas, they ain't do nothing to them. I'm like, damn, they really know how to act around them. Like, but with a lion, you got wild lions out there. You know how fast them is? Them motherfuckers, you ain't outrunning no lion. They got 4 legs to run on, dog. Like, we only got 2. They got 4. Like, man, how quick they is. See how quick cats is. No, bro, cats is gangsters and shit, bro. I seen cats do shit that when I was little growing up, we had cats and shit like that. You know what I mean? But as an old, I got a different respect for cats, man. Cats will you up. Cats will leap right on your face. These niggas, they like Bruce Lee with 4 hands. These niggas be like, they stab you with their feet and their arms all at one time. I seen that shit, bro. It be like lions trying to come in and creep in somebody's house, and a cat that come out of nowhere, start charging at them. The lion will run. Like, they're scared of cats. You know what I mean? Them big ass animals be scared of shit of cats. I don't even see how dogs even be, cause when I grow up, you cat a bitch ass nigga to a dog. You bring a dog around, a cat a bitch. You know what I mean? But lately, I've been seeing cats kick dogs' ass. I'm like, damn. Fuck. Man, animals, life is weird, bro. Life is weird, man. Life is so strange to me, man. All these different beings, different kind of people, different kind of animals, different kind of birds, different kind of insects, different kind of fish and shit, just all lit together. Like, we chilling. It's like, yo, I believe it was a time everybody spoke the same language. Like dogs can know what the f you saying. Like, you ever see a dog be knowing what the nigga saying, bro? I seen a lady on the joint. The dog was all acting like a sucker sitting by the dad and shit all by. by the owner and shit, by the male owner, is the dog looking all funny and shit. Big ass dog too, big ass pit bull. He's sitting there looking all crazy. So the mom coming there like, I'm at the, the owner wife came in there like, hey man, see why that dog sitting on you like that? Why she sitting? And he looked, he's like, hey, well, why are you sitting there, man? Let me get out of it. He said, oh, he need a hug, he need attention. He looked sad. And then the male owner said, hey, man, give me a hug. Gave the dog a hug and shit. The dog gave him a hug. He said, yeah, he's sad. You know why he's sad? Them man there eating my bacon and shit out my plate. And as soon as he said that, the dog looked at her like he knew exactly what she was saying. He's like, she's like, yeah, you ate my bacon. He's like, you know what I mean? Like, they be knowing, dogs be knowing. They know how to talk, all that shit, man. You ever see this? There was this movie, I think that shit was called The Son of Sam. I saw like little pieces of it, but this joint called Son of Sam, dog talking to the nigga, making him kill everybody. I'm like, damn, like, Son of Sam. There's a dog right there. The pit bull right there. But see, like, this what I'm saying, though. When you look at things like this, right? You say, bam, I'm going to make me a motherfucking dog. I'm going to create a dog, right? I'm going to create something that's going to be my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to create it. It's going to be my best friend. It's going to protect me. Now, it was a deity who created the dog, bro. Like, where do you think this animals and shit come from, man? Like, what the fuck made, if God made us, who made the dogs? You know what I mean? Did God make the dogs all at the same time? Because on the story I read with the cuneiform tablets that outdate every creation story in the world, they said when the deities got here, it was already snakes, serpents, it was already shit living here already. And it's ironic that the dinosaurs got extinct. Now, that's a powerful word right there, extinct. You know what extinct mean? Man, I wipe your whole squad out. Like on some gangster shit, I extinct your whole set, nigga. You niggas wanna play with me? I will extinct your whole hood, nigga. Everybody who claim what you claim, I will stink you niggas. Damn, that's gangster. Yo, that's gangster to tell you, I'll stink your whole hood, nigga. When something get extinct, that means everybody gotta go, bro. Anybody who claiming what you claim gotta go, nigga. That's why I'm an ancient OG, bro. Ancient OG. Original God. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I extinct your whole set, nigga. Yeah, hitting 1 and 2, 3 of you niggas. I'ma extinct the whole set. That's what the feds do to niggas. They extinct your whole hood. Just lock everybody up. But they put them in jail and shit. But they extinct off the street, but they still locked up somewhere. The new niggas take over and start doing what they do. But if I extinct your set, that means it's never going to be a set named that no more after that. You can't name it that no more. I'm going to extinct the whole... That's what they did to the dinosaurs. They extinct the whole... The dinosaur... You'll never see a dinosaur again. They extinct the whole... So now you got to be like, well, I don't think they got extinct. They say a mystery comet just came out of a mystery comet came down and just blew them all up, right? Around the same time, now if you check the cuneiform tablets, around that same time is when the Anunnaki arrived here on Earth. Anunnaki got here, the deity, the Alalu got here and saw these big serpents in the water. That's what they say in the cuneiform tablets. But guess what he did to the huge serpents in the water? He said, bow, 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 bow. That's what Alalu did. He killed the serpent. So, after a while, shit, it's more of them everywhere. Oh, man, we got to kill all these. So, it was a time in history where meteorites and all these big ass, I call bombs. You know what I mean? I just drop the bombs on them motherfuckers. But that's a bad word. You ain't supposed to say that word for some reason. They don't like that word. I don't know. They don't want you to think that. I don't know. But they say Comets came out the sky. Goddamn it, it was comets out the sky. Well, those comets had a location, and had a destination, and they had a job to do. And those comets just so happened to be one of the most nuclearest powers that ever hit this earth. That shit hit the earth, and that shit killed all the dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? It didn't kill nothing else but the dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, Anunnaki came through, man. When they took over Earth, they saw that. They was a threat to them, man. They lit their ass up, bro, from the sky, bro. I mean, come on, man. That's why you finding all these dinosaur bones everywhere. And whatever blood they got, somebody told me that they blood, dinosaur blood is oil or something. I don't know. Somebody told me that shit. But the dinosaurs got to stink. Right? So, Anunnaki came and stink the dinosaurs because there was a lot of gold here that they wanted. They wanted that gold, boy. They wanted that shit bad. They wanted that shit bad because it helped the ozone layer. Remember I just showed y'all? It helped seal the ozone layer for some. That's why I like, in order for you to know that gold seals ozone layers, you have to study astronauts. If you look at the astronauts, what windshield do they use when they're in space? Anybody know? What windshields do astronauts use? You think they use a regular windshield like we got? Windshield? That's a windshield. It protects you from the wind, right? But they got to be strong enough for the wind not to blow through it when you're traveling at quick speeds. When you're traveling at quick speeds, the wind is more pressure on you. So you have to have something. If these windows was thin, when you ride 80 miles on the highway, it would break and shatter. But the windshields is built for the wind. That's why it's called wind shield. It shields you from the wind. Wind can kill you. The wind can kill you. You know what I'm saying? So, astronauts, they windshield gonna be a little bit more solid. I don't even think it would be called a windshield. It would probably be called the gravity shield. I don't know what they call it. But once I checked it, I looked. What happened was the windshields they use is made of gold. Oh, Lord be my witness. The windshields that astronaut use is made of gold. They got gold plated windshield because gold stops that gravity from coming in. So this is evidence that gold can really seal an ozone layer. An ozone layer ain't nothing but just like a car, you put windows on it. That's an ozone layer. It keeps the wind from coming down, killing you when you driving fast speeds. Or keeping the wind from pushing you, pulling you out the car or some shit. You freeze to death. You know what I mean? The wind have got all kinds of different ways of making you check out. You know what I mean? The wind. So, y'all can do the research. They use gold-plated windshields in space, bro. So that let me know that this story is a big possibility that could be true, that they need the gold. They use the gold to seal the ozone layer. And that was the reason why they still probably raping this shit of gold to this day. I mean, ozone layers, that shit don't get better, it get worse and worse. If they fall by ozone layer, this planet is destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So
Ancient OG, carved in stone, from Philly bricks to thrones, unknown. 808s beat like war drums bang. Old soul talk, let the gods explain. Ancient OG, bloodline strong. Been here before the right and wrong. From past to now, I still remain. Ancient OG in the hook, remember the name.